Oh, there you go. I forgot how loud those things are. Hey, Melissa. They're designed to compete with video games. How are you doing this evening, Melissa? I played D&D today. Yeah, a little different. It's because when I leaned forward on my last Yarncrafting stream, I kept leaning right out of the shot. So, we did the unflattering angle this time, underneath the chin. But at least I'm in the shot. And you can see my ceiling. Yeah, Belle was doing their first DMing. Killed me. Kept my character sheet as a trophy. Their first ever player kill. Mother and aunt, huh? How was that? Would you rather have been playing D&D? Jump right up to the top right there. Come on, come out of there, you. There we go. Okay, we're gonna have 1 and then 1, 2. Future Rush. My aunt had become one of those old women who speak and are always slightly off what they're saying. Like she told us the loudest animal roar is the semen whale, and almost 5 minutes later I realized she meant sperm whale. Hey Zero, how do you know it's not Mystic Quest? How could you tell? Hope you're having a lovely evening. How is everybody doing? If it's not lovely, don't tell me about it. You can see my pants, yeah? I do wear pants. Now you can't see my shoes, but I do wear shoes too. Oh my goodness, where's my mod? Let's try that. There we go. The whole night was like a game. Later my sister showed up and I was like, we should start a point system. On that right there? Yeah, that's my stream deck. I can push buttons on it. It does stuff when I push buttons on it. Like, ends the stream. Those are the buttons I didn't push. That one time. Okay, we got the 2. And those two are in perfect, in line with that one, and this row should be one above. There is not. Sorry, Zero.
That's rich.
I got mine for Christmas too, and I was like, what do I do with this thing? And yeah, pretty much at the beginning it was like start stream, stop stream. I think I had like a BRB button. I mean, you could redeem them at the same time. Doesn't mean I'll bring them up at the same time. Where'd my joke book go? What? Where'd my joke book go?
Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa.
Gosh.
Name the dog Mooch.
You shouldn't redeem either of them because I got this weird camera angle today. Mic and desktop audio to mute. So I have mine like switched between scenes, but not really. Like stream starting soon and Mickey Cam are the same scene. It just changes the webcam here, like whether or not I'm there. Yeah, I'll do those when I have my camera back up top. Sorry about that, Melissa. That's cool. You got the credit for them. What do I have? So I have the start stream button that like actually starts streaming and recording. The starting soon button, which sets it up like this. And I have the Mickey Cam button, and I have the BRB. And then I have the signing off button. Oh, actually, I gotta go. Yeah, hang on a second. Let me find my book. My book's missing. Thanks for reminding me, though. And then I have the big cam button, and these buttons down here start OBS, and this one starts my bot. I can mute the mic here. I don't really usually do it. I also have my jam and my unjam button for when the jam command gets used. Let me see if I can find my joke book. Maybe it fell down or something. Whoa, my screen's a little close today. Everything's weird today. Oh, there it is. It was just underneath my hat. All right, Melissa. Oh my gosh, that joke was terrible. I've had that thing fall down once, but it fell down like on me. It fell down toward me. What is a duck on the 4th of July? Melly. That's the setup, or that's the question. What is a duck on the 4th of July? Don't dismiss your first instinct. It's probably right. A fire quaker? A firequacker is correct. On the 4th of July, a duck is a firequacker. That's terrible. Thanks for the redemption, Melissa, and I'm sorry. Alright, so we got 3 there. And then... oh, I guess we're done with Mega Man 1. Did we even have the, Wily stages? Ooh, Jason's got a Laffy Taffy. Let's do it. Laffy Taffy's way better than this book. Okay... wait, what? Oh no, that's correct. Okay. Yeah, because then we got Airman. Then we got 2. then, alright, how are we going to go about this? So we're coming down here. We can go left, or excuse me, right. Come back left. There's not any great way to necessarily do this. We go... say we go down this way, and jump back this way. And then we're just going to have to make some jumps. Like, we're just going to have, there's these big gaps. We're just going to have to deal. See, Levy, he threw it away without reading it. What is that? Gosh, if there's... I would throw away the Laffy Taffy without eating it before I would throw the wrapper away without reading it. Tell that man to get his priorities straightened out. Unbelievable. Throwing away a perfectly good Laffy Taffy. What do you call a car that never stops? Toyota. An Infinity? Oh, I'm gonna go with Infinity. Forget I said Toyota. Let's say Infinity. Now I kind of hope it was Toyota. Hope everybody's okay with me singing along to Mega Man 2 music. Alright, I got that too. I don't know what order I'm doing this in. Apparently I'm not doing it in order. I guess that's fine. So we'll put this in here, and then we're going to go up and right, yeah? Yep. Cargo? That's terrible. That was actually my first thought, but I didn't say it. That's how I ended up with Toyota. I was like, gosh, hey, bitch. I was like, wow, cargo is so bad. I'm going to say Toyota instead. Where should you never take dogs shopping? A flea market. If it's not flea market, Melissa, gonna be, not gonna be any worse off. And then thanks, Lolo Guru. I said not the flea market. Why would you ask a question and not wait for the answer? Are you one of my kids? Hey Lolo, how's your evening going? What's today, Sunday? Happy Sunday, everybody. If you want to call that a good job, that's fine, but I feel like that one wasn't the most difficult. Looking pretty good. We only got 8 characters left to finish this thing. And then there's a triple under there, starting there. He has a box. Let me see if any are any good. A box of Laffy Taffies? He buys Laffy Taffies and not even for the jokes. He just likes to eat Laffy Taffies. I don't really like working on the top row as much as I liked working on the bottom row. My hand is like too deep in the beanie. What did the egg say to the frying pan? Shallow? Hissing noises? Screams of agony? I don't know, Melissa. What did the egg say to the frying pan? You crack me up. I mean, only if you crack the egg on the frying pan. I often crack my eggs into a bowl and whisk them before I put them in the frying pan, so I would posit that the bowl cracked them up, not the frying pan. 5 out of 10. I wasn't giving you 5 out of 10. I was giving whoever wrote it a 5 out of 10. Okay. And that one right there. Wait a minute. Something's not right here. Uh-oh. Oh no, what have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I just didn't do part of the face yet. That's all. I haven't messed up yet. I just haven't gotten far enough yet. I mean, we just call them jokes around here. Not this game again. Timmy has taken a rebellious stance against his sound command. I should delete his sound command just to show him who's boss in this stream. Okay, so that one goes there. That one there. And that one's gonna go underneath there. It's free country. Watch.
Cheese it! Robot house!
Unacceptable. Gosh, that was so disorienting. No.
That's rich.
Not again. What's up, Cheese? You tell me a joke. Boy. It's just the same ones now, but the unsaid ones were too easy. Too easy. Alright, Cheese. Let's get you. Okay.
Cheese it! Robot house!
There's my real Cheese It. Thank you for Timmy trying to do some American cheese product over here. Oh, don't read the answers. I forgot when I have work cam, you can read the jokes yourself and cheat. Alright, Cheese. Why did the credit card go to jail? Had a few over the week, but forgot them all. Why did the credit card go to jail? This one's fine. It's not the worst, not the best. At least it's like sort of a joke. One more time. Why did the credit card go to jail? Let's knock the whole camera here. Charged with something. Alright, microphone. You're 2 in the shot. Let's bring this over here a little bit. It was guilty as charged. That kind of doesn't really make sense, but whatever. It's got the word charged in it. How do you tell a joke is a dad joke? Because it's apparent. Come on, Lolo. Actually, I think one of my kids told me that one. Thanks for the redemption, Cheese, and I'm sorry. It was guilty as charged. It reminds me of that movie, Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. Guilty as charged. Yeah. The punchline becomes apparent. That's even better. Yeah. No, that's better. Your punchline was better than mine. Yeah, this doesn't have the boss stages. That's weird. What a wacky playlist. Or the punchline makes it apparent, maybe? That would be pretty good. What? Okay, no, something's not right here. Oh, yeah, that's too low. Let's do it. In my dreams, you're blowing me some kisses. Yeah. That's just one of my favorite things to do. That movie is interesting to me because that movie is all punchlines. All the setups are in other movies. You have to watch all the other musical biopics. The movie itself is just punchlines. I did not. It's on a streaming service I don't have. What was it called? I think it was just called Weird, right? But I did listen to the NPR Weird Al interview about the biopic, just because it happened to be on when I went to pick up my kid from robotics, and they ghosted me in the parking lot for half an hour. Didn't answer their texts. This is a family stream. You're walking a little too close to the line. Don't make me ban that streamer. We were walking hard there for a second. Yeah, Walk the Line was the accidental parody movie. The accidentally hilarious movie. It's incredible. It's pretty good. I liked the concept of it. I'm like Weird Al. I mean, liked Weird Al since I could remember. Okay, so then this one's gonna go right there. I'm gonna have 1, 2. So it should be up there. Okay, so I just wasn't high enough last time. Ring of Fire joke. Insert here. I fell into a burning ring of fire. So, Foo, what class am I working on here? What are these? What is that thing? I don't know what that thing is. This one right here. Knight? Don't even know. And you call yourself a Final Fantasy III fan? The only ones I know are the ones from Final Fantasy 1. I make up names for the rest of them. Like this one I would have named fancy hair. You get all those with the first crystal. Oh, so you unlock these different classes as the game goes. Kind of like, didn't Final Fantasy V do that too? It's been a long time since I played Final Fantasy V. It's exactly like Final Fantasy V, except in the NES version, the earlier classes stopped being viable for the most part. Oh, okay. So it's like upgrade or die. Okay, Nikki, hear me out. I mean, sure. But I see you out instead. See you right out of the stream. Some forced classes too, more or less. Alright, that's gonna go there. What happened here? Did I skip a row or something? I feel like that went into the wrong spot. Yeah, that's... Alright, gotta undo all that. The Out of Jam only counts to 77, and Ring of Fire was released in 63, but the Walk the Line movie was done more recent and does fall in the time limit. You don't even need that. You could just add the Social Distortion cover. Social Distortion did a cover of Ring of Fire. It's definitely released in the window. And I mean, you won't be able to tell the difference between me singing it. Like, I've got Proud Mary in there by Tina Turner, but it's not the original Tina and Ike Turner one. It's the version released for the movie What's Love Got to Do With It, where they replaced Ike Turner's vocals with Lawrence Fishburne. I'm telling you, you could get away with the Social Distortion one. I probably don't even need to learn it. I try to discover a little something to make me sweeter. Alright, let's write that down. Here, look at my super organized notepad over here. Okay, here we have some. This is a level, the castle, third castle from Mario Brothers Lost Levels, where I was trying to figure out how to get through the castle. I drew myself a little map. Here's a note to do Sarah's Psyduck. Here's some timestamps from a video I was editing, the infamous Mickey left his stream on for 7 hours video, where I recorded it and then accidentally added music to it and had to re-record it. So, Ring of Fire. Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. You got it, Melly. Oh, that's right. We were undoing work here. So I was playing D&D today. I was a pirate cleric named Conrad the Jerk. He was a bit of a bully. Stole some cheese from an innkeeper, but the innkeeper was too intimidated to do anything about it. So I was buff. Not very dexterous. I think that's why they kicked me off the boat. I grew up on a pirate ship, but they kicked me off because I was too buff and too clumsy. And crushed a goblin, killed a wizard, and got cooked by a dragon. So changed his name to Conrad the Jerky because he got totally devastated by a red dragon. Cleric? How are you supposed to say cleric? It's like clerical, right? How do you say cleric? Gosh, I look forward to reading your phonetic version of cleric. Do you say it like cleric? Snake Man's so good. Melissa, if you and I are pronouncing a word different, did I? Maybe I had the thing in my mouth. Whatever. I normally say cleric, like clerical. I said it like cleric? No, I don't normally say it like cleric, but I believe you. So I pronounced it like that because I don't know why I pronounced it like that. Alright, let's try that again. And let's get it in the right hole this time. There we go. Alright, and then 2 left, so right there. Let's see if this one ends up in the right position. Yeah, that looks better. But when I died, my spirit moved into a wolf companion that I accidentally gained. So I got to live on as the wolf. The wolf's name was I Didn't Arod. / Conrad. I guess we could just call it I Didn't Arod the Jerk. Gosh, my closed captions have no idea what to do with this mess. Actually, let's come in the other end there. Okay, so we're going to do 1, 2. Alright, and then we're going to come in right there. My yarn is getting a little twisted here. Tends to happen. Okay, then we're gonna do... Oh gosh, I totally missed 2 right there. Let's go back and do those right now. Good thing I noticed them now, and not when I was done. I guess in a way it makes sense I noticed them right now, because I'm right here looking at the spot where they should be. Yeah, let's let out this untwist a little bit. Yeah, there you. Ugh. Oh, thank you. Okay, we'll do the hand, then we'll jump up. We'll do the hand the same way we did the other one. This is gonna... what? Oh, those don't seem right now, do they? Okay, messed up somewhere. Let's get through here and see where I messed up. Alright, that's 2 underneath that. No, that's not correct. Oh, okay, there was supposed to be another one there. I got it, okay. So yeah, I am off because there was supposed to be... this was supposed to go up in diagonal one more time, which would fix all of our misalignments, all 2 of them, because we're too low and too left. Mystic Mysidia, this is a Mega Man playlist, so if Mystic Mysidia is in here, it's lost. But we can switch to a Final Fantasy IV playlist if that's what you want. Maybe some Celtic Moon. The Schroeder dance. Does he have his own specific dance? I kind of thought all those Peanut dances were kind of the same, and they just sort of like flipped left and right, and their feet kind of, their head bobbed up and down. You're wearing Mega Man. How perfect. I don't have my Mega Man shirt anymore. I used to have a Mega Man shirt. Had Mega Man on the front and it said, "Say hello to my little friend." But I owned that shirt before I met Sarah. So I just wore it out, I think, over time. That's not good, Michael. Okay, let's go back. Didn't go back far enough. Oh no, oh no. What have we done? Come on, all of you, get out of there. Wow. Alright, there we go. He does the head thing by the piano. It's just hopping and bobbing. Yeah, I thought they all did that. Mine says stuff, but it's in kanji, so who knows? Maybe it also says, "Say hello to my little friend." I mean, or you could just, go on the internet, find a translation. That's how Rory and I translated her shirt that was in Japanese. Okay, so we go down and right, and then we're going to go straight up. Now tell me, do you really want to love me forever? And then this is going to be perfect. Right there. Excellent. Oh yeah, go ahead. Try reading it. Oh, we're already in Mega Man 6. Oh, Fu said that. I get you two confused so easily because your names are about the same length and you're both purple. Fu can try reading it for you, Melissa. Send him a picture. Or send me a picture. Here, text me a picture of your shirt. I'll hold it up to the camera and Fu can read it for you. We got this. Teamwork makes the dream work. If nothing else, Fu could probably at least get you the phonetics, and then you could do English phonetics. Oh, you sent it to the Discord? I don't know if Fu's in my Discord. Are you in my Discord, Fu? Here, well, I can pull it up for you on the stream anyway. All right, 1 second. Here we go, Fu. Okay, we're gonna put on window capture, and we're gonna set it to tunnel snakes rule. All right, there it is, Fu. What does it say? It says Mega Man. There you go, Melissa. Mystery solved. That's funny. Oh, that's true. They gave him the American name. In Japan, he should be Rockman. You have a funny shirt there, Melissa. That's funny. I bet Japanese people see it and they're like, Mega Man, what the heck kind of misprint is that? Well, I'm sure by this point they know that Americans call him that. It's like you got an American shirt with bad Japanese on it or something, instead of a Japanese shirt with bad English. Alright, then right there in the corner. Perfect. Thanks, Fu. Where'd you learn Japanese? College? Hobby? From playing Final Fantasy III? College, yeah, minor in East Asian languages. Oh, okay. So did you learn anything else too? Any other East Asian languages you can read? How many t-shirts can you translate? Oh, just Japanese. Okay. You did say minor. The minor was not specific in the language, per se. There's a Japanese major, but there was no way I was pulling that off with 2 majors and 2 other minors. How many majors and minors did you have? My goodness. I didn't even have a minor. I don't even know if my school did those. I mean, maybe they did. Thanks, Fu. That was funny. I had to tell Jason since he bought it. The Mega Man shirt that says Mega Man. Dual majors in physics and astronomy with minors in math, computer science, and East Asian languages. Wow. How much did that add to your schedule? Like, were you in school longer because of it all? Or did a lot of that already overlap? So, I mean, kind of hard to get a degree in physics without doing a bunch of math, I imagine. I mean, unless you're just like plugging it all into computers, but still, kind of got to know what you're plugging in. My associate's degree was in math. Back when I thought, I'm going to be a math teacher, because math is so cool. A lot of summer work. Oh, okay, 180 credits. So yes, quite a half an extra degree of work at least. But still, for that much education seems like a pretty sweet deal to me. Basically, Fu is a nerd, I think, is what we can all agree on here.
please. These boys sound very nice, but they're clearly nerds.
Clearly. Quite clearly. I actually don't like the way that one came out. So we're going to go down here for that one. I wasn't fast enough with the nerd. I mean, it's not like you could ever have too many nerds. Okay, we got this little part of the cape. And then we'll do this middle section, then we'll jump over to the last part of the cape there, into the left fist. One thing I always liked about how Capcom did their NES tracks was solid percussion. Listen to that snare. Love it. Like it's barely, it's not like barely audible, but it's like buried under the melody, right? Like the drum track isn't really the star of the show. The melody is. People don't hum the drum track, but it's underlying the melody and just really pushing it forward. I love it. This one's right over that, so it's going to go there, and then we're going to have a double. Something doesn't look right there. I feel like that one's actually coming out in the wrong spot. Nah, I just wiggled it around until it looked weird, I think. Those seriously, like, they don't look like they're going into the same hole, though. Yeah, see if I can mess with it until it does seem like it. Well, they're definitely going into the same hole. Okay. Just have created a weird gap that I don't like. So I'm going to go back. Even though nothing's wrong, I'm just going to redo it to make it look better. I don't know why, but sometimes this works. It's like sometimes when you're writing code and it's not working, and you're like, there's nothing wrong with it. I can't find anything wrong with it. And so then you delete all the code, and then you rewrite the code exactly the way you had it last time, but it works this time. You're like, what? So something must be different, but you can't find it. Coding and knitting are basically the same thing. Ever deleted the code? Too stubborn. No. You will not beat me, code. Oh man, not me. I love deleting stuff. I think we're Still in. This must still be Mega Man 4. This isn't Mega Man 5 yet, is it? Let me think. Mega Man 5. This is Wave Man. Mega Man 4 had Dive Man. So this must be, yeah, Mega Man 5. You're right, we are in Mega Man 5 now. I never, like, I have a hard time remembering which one had Dive Man, which one had Wave Man. And I remember because Mega Man 3 for the Game Boy had Dive Man, which meant it was Mega Man 4 on NES. So, Wave Man must be 5. A lot of work to remember that. Well, to not remember that. To come up with that, because I didn't remember it. And then all the way up here. So like down and right. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and then it's 2, 3, 4. And the 4 sits on top of that brown line there. Right, and then this is going to start right next to the brown with one space of black under the fist. Okay, and we're going to go down along the side here, and we'll just about be done with the gold. Never forget this one. This is Gyro Man. Oh, Gyro Man. So we rented this game from Blockbuster, and my brother and I were playing, go till you get game over, and then we switched, players, my younger brother and I. And he's loaded up Gyro Man. Don't get tangled. Anyway, so he loads up Gyro Man, and just can't stop getting one-ups. Just one-up, 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 one-up. And his turn lasts like 45 minutes. I'm like, what's going on? Stupid Gyro Man. Turns out, like, the one-up drop ratio in my Mega Man 5 is like all busted. It's like traumatizing. It took me forever to get my turn. To this day, he's still like, remember Gyro Man? I'm like, yes, I remember Gyro Man. Gyro jerk. Super busted, right? Like just a bajillion one-ups drop in that game. Like it's a shocking difference between 4 and 5. Like, I was playing the Legacy Collection on Switch, and when I went from 4 to 5, I'm like, look at all these 1-ups! Beat the game with like 25 extra lives. He might be. I think you're actually, like, it's Gravity Man, right? Like, so, you're changing the gravity on him, but I guess it's just the bright white light. I said blue because I was graviting blue yarn. Actually, technically, the color of this yarn is light periwinkle, or Pevinch Clair, or Claro Vinca per Vinca. I didn't actually mean for that to go in my mouth. Yeah, except Gyro Man doesn't do it. The adjustment of gravity comes with visual aid. Well, you know, light's affected by gravity. That's all the light going the other way, too. Alright, let's add a little blue trim to this Knight. And then we can move on to the Red Mage. Claro Pink Pavlina is my favorite of those. Was that one of them? Is that what I said? It was Claro Vinca per Vinca. I don't know if you can read that. So I can get that. I don't think I can get that in focus. Claro Vinca per Vinca. Vinca per Vinca. Close enough. It's periwinkle. Alright, so we have... We'll go from here to here to here to here. Then we'll jump. Then we'll jump back. Actually, this jump would be smaller. But I like to end down here. So here's what we'll do. We'll start here. We'll do these ones. No, here what we'll do. We'll start here, go down here, up here, 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 here. That's what we'll do. Okay. So we're starting over here above this little brown one. But it's going to be 2 of them. So right there. So this is not technically sewing. This is embroidery. And I think sewing's probably easier. This method that I have developed for doing these characters is a total nightmare pain, and I hate it. As for like cross stitching and or like traditional embroidery, I couldn't say, because those are things I want to learn but haven't gotten around to yet. It's all putting threads through stuff to me, mate. I would say cross stitching is probably easier than this because it's a little clearer what you've got going on. You've got like a nice little grid. I have done plastic crochet, which is a form of like cross stitching or embroidery, and that was really easy and really fun. But I do also like sew, like, you know, I put buttons back on stuff when kids mess things up. I sew back together jackets and bags and things like that, whatever gets ripped around here. One of the kid, the 6-year-old Rocket, at school a couple weeks ago, teacher gave him a pair of scissors and he snipped a bunch of holes in his jacket, like his winter coat, and it came home in a garbage bag. Like, she sent me an email like, hey, I'm sending home his coat because a bunch of the filling came out. And well, it came out. He snipped a couple holes in it, then pulled a bunch of filling out. And she was like, so I'm sending it home in a garbage bag. I'm like, that's fine, I'll sew it up. I opened up the garbage bag, and without really like thinking about it, kind of just pulled the coat out. And as it was happening, I remembered, this is a down coat. It's full of down. And like, down feathers just went everywhere. I was covered in them. I was like, oh no. So I was like doing my best to like gather them back up and stuff them in and like sew the thing shut. It was a nightmare. And he had snipped it like 8 times. And it's a double-sided coat, so he'd snipped it inside and out. Oh, it was terrible. I hate down. I hate dealing with it. It's so awful. My kid's cut holes in her dress for a few times. I don't really understand the why. I guess just for science. That's how my oldest kid was. My oldest kid was a destructor like me, and it wasn't like willful destruction. It wasn't, airflow. There's speed holes. It wasn't like chaotic destruction. It was disassembly out of curiosity to the point of destruction. Like, how hard can I pull on this piece of paper before it comes out of the book? I mean, he was being watched to an extent. It was a classroom. It was a school classroom. Kindergartners are supposed to be able to use scissors. It's one of their, goals. Like, one of their teaching goals. Can they hold scissors properly? Can they cut in a straight line? So far, we're working on it. Room for improvement. Never underestimate the shallowness of a kid's curiosity. I just figured, let's see what happens if I use these scissors on the bottom of my dress. Isn't that far off from, let's see what happens if I don't cook this rice before eating. I think what you've got is a scientist there, JDO. What will happen if... okay, so then directly under... Where am I? Did I not... Oh my gosh, what are you doing over here? This is not even remotely the right place to be. No, it wasn't actually that far off from the right place to be. Not remotely was a bit strong, I think. Future generation of scientists. You love to see it. If they make it. God help us all. This new webcam. This webcam setup is better than my other one. It's like less blurry. You can see the characters a little better. But the way that I've got my microphone now, it's like blocking a lot of my light. You can see pretty well, but my light feels a little occluded because of the microphone. I wonder if I can move my microphone out of the way a little bit. Bonk my camera a little bit. Turn this. See if I can get a little more light. And kind of get the microphone out of the way of the camera too, actually. How's that? Looking like we can still hear me. And I can see a little better. Look at that. It's great. That one goes under there. Underwear. How you doing this afternoon or whatever time it is there, JD? Chilling. Time to go pick up your kid soon. See what she put in her mouth today. I microwaved a pulled pork mac and cheese, but because my brain works dumb, I just can't enjoy it. I have to search and eat only the pork until I'm sure it's gone, and then eat the noodles. Sarah used to eat all of her food in sequence like that. She would not switch from dish to dish and combine them. She would eat all the potatoes, then all the vegetables, then all the meat, like that. She doesn't do that anymore, but she did used to. I couldn't give too much crap considering I get bored and do stuff like put chocolate sauce on pizza or try Mountain Dew flavored Doritos. I tried Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew, and I thought it tasted like cinnamon Red Hots. It was like fine. It wasn't really Mountain Dew, and it wasn't really Flamin' Hot. Yeah, I do still. Chicken pot pies are a delicious nightmare. Oh, do you like fish out all the same vegetables at first? I just had a chicken pot pie the other day for the first time in, I don't know, 5 years. My kids don't like chicken pot pies, so we never have them. The Doritos just kind of tasted like sadness, sour sadness. I did have the Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch. We had them for my birthday while I was soaking in the hot tub. all the peas, all the potatoes, all the chicken, all the carrots, etc. And then the crust last. See, when I eat my chicken pot pie, first I eat the crust off. And then I eat the... I'm just kidding. You can't actually do that. That does sound like something Rocket would do. Rocket kind of eats his food weird. Like, we gave him an ice cream sandwich, and he ate the top cookie off. And then he ate the ice cream, then he ate the bottom cookie. So, he's gonna be a psychopath when he grows up. Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch? Oh, yeah, no, we've had it here in the U.S. for a while now. It's like a thing, Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch. And it's exactly what it tastes like. It tastes like they took Cool Ranch Doritos and then put that Flamin' Hot, powder on. Crust and sauce mix at the end. Yeah. As is proper. How do you feel about shepherd's pie, Melly? My kids also don't like shepherd's pie, but I love shepherd's pie. Sarah and I both kind of like peasant food, though. My kids are too snobby for it. Now we're definitely into Mega Man 6, right? This one sounds like a Mega Man 6 one. What do we got here? Flame Man, yeah. So this would be India. Because all the Mega Man 6 ones were different countries. I'm vaguely confused by this, but I love Cool Ranch, so I'm begrudgingly curious. Alright, let's send JDO a bag of Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch Doritos. I tell you what, JDO, you finish the Beanie quest, I'll send you a bag of Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch Doritos. They'll probably get stopped in Australian customs. I mean, you wouldn't let Johnny Depp's dogs in. They don't sell Flamin' Hot stuff there, huh? Australia's already got enough things. Australians already have enough things to worry about. Flamin' Hot food? What are you talking about? We have boxed jellyfish here. We already live life on the edge. Okay, and there's one. Where is it? Right in there and there. Jason loves it, shepherd's pie, so I make it, but I'm not a big meat fan, hence the anemia, so it's meh for me. I mean, you could make it with mushrooms instead. It took them years to sell Cool Ranch here, like legit 3 different attempts. At one point it was cool American flavor. Americans love it. That's funny. So when you go to, like, in Australia, do they have, like here we have, like, the Asian market? Do they have an American market there where they sell American stuff? I guess we don't have an Australian market. I guess you'd have to have a bunch of American immigrants come there first. Okay, so this is actually underneath that one. And up and right from that one. Perfect. Yo, you do put mushrooms in it. If you've ever wondered what you taste like, I taste like Cool Ranch Doritos. That might not have been low on my list of guesses. What does Mickey taste like? Cool Ranch Doritos. I mean, they're not wrong. An Australian market would just kill you before you got within parking distance. American Isle is just chips and sauces and breakfast cereals. Come on, no other country eats breakfast cereals the way America does. Do they? I thought that was our thing. And the rest of the world was like, what? You pour milk on sugar and then eat it? Darn right we do. Not only that, we then put that in ice cream. And s'mores. America invented s'mores. USA. Pop-Tarts and Fluffernutter. Pop-Tarts makes sense. I mean, we didn't invent the pastry, but I never heard anybody call a Pop-Tart a pastry. Like, hey, does anybody want a pastry? Oh, yeah. What kind of pastries do you have? Oh, we have Pop-Tarts. We have the maple brown sugar. We have the frosted cherry with sprinkles. Ooh. Would love a frosted cherry with sprinkles pastry. Canned bread? I've never even seen canned bread. Is that real? I guess an Australian store would be, yeah, like Fu said, deadly animals and Vegemite. So, what exactly is Vegemite? Some kind of savory spread? Pastry strudel. Wait, toaster strudel pastry. What are you saying, Melissa? And sugary cereal. All Australians get for cereal is oat bran, and oat bran with freeze-dried almond. Vegemite is an abomination. I've heard that. Like, is it like hummus? Oh, it's yeast extract. So it's not even like... interesting. So it's like if you wanted your bread or your bread to taste more like yeast? That's what the point is? Whoever wanted that? Whoever ate bread and was like, not yeasty enough. I didn't know it tasted like yeast. I always thought it would taste like, I don't know, like onions or garlic or something. I will describe the taste for you. Go make a roast. When you've finished, throw away the roast. Now lick the bottom of the pan you've cooked in. Oh, that doesn't sound like Vegemite at all. That sounds like meat grease. That sounds awful. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I'm ever in Australia, I gotta try it once, but... not because I think I'll like it. This was my favorite Mega Man 6 track when I was a kid. Tomahawk Man. Okay, and we're going to jump directly over underneath this section here when we get this fourth one in. And it's 642. A lot of them have this same sort of boot shape. Or it's just an inverted pyramid of 6 pixels, 4 pixels, and 2 pixels. You're suggested to basically cover bread in butter and then put a smattering of Vegemite on it. So it's barely, well, yeah, with a flavor like that, I wouldn't want a ton of it. Kids here, horrifically my own included, sometimes eat it straight out of the jar, like with a spoon. My goodness. I have a kid who eats hummus with a spoon. When I ask her, I'm like, how come you eat hummus with a spoon? She's like, well, because it's good. And I'm like, I know, but like, convention says that we don't eat hummus with a spoon. Like, we're not allowed to. And the real reason I'm questioning her is because I'm jealous. Because, like, I've succumbed to peer pressure to not eat hummus with a spoon. Because I would have. But apparently I care too much what people think about me. And I'm jealous of her relative freedom because she eats hummus with a spoon and doesn't care what people think about her. To be free like that. Later, Millie. Get those radishes. And doesn't afraid of anything? Did I say that, or is that a quote from something? You can't do pop culture references, Foo. I don't know them. I mean, you put... oh, it's a meme. You put a spoon and garlic hummus in front of me. What about uncooked rice? I don't think I've seen that meme, and doesn't afraid of anything. No, sir. I've seen the effects of rice when you don't respect its authority. I didn't even know. I haven't been showing rice, giving rice its propers this whole time. I didn't even know. Alright, with that, it looks like we've completed another one. There is the night. Gosh, they look almost just like nothing until they're finished. Then they look really good. Although, that thing kind of looks weirdly down low, doesn't it? Next, is the whole thing like off by one? No, it's fine. It kind of looks like, it kind of looked a little bit like it was lower than this one here, but it's actually in line. Perfectly fine. Now we got to flip it around and look at the mess that is the other side. And tuck in these loose ends here. This is Yamato Man. If I recall correctly, Yamato is Japanese for spear. So he's like Spearman. He does throw a spear, but then that would mean that the weapon Yamato spear means spear. And that doesn't sound right. We just chuck these threads in here, weave them one way, weave them back the same way, and then they become pretty hard to pull out, and we snip them off. Yamato is a generic cultural appellation for Japan. They try not to use it so much any longer because of racial overtones. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. So he's Japan Man? Sort of. All right. Japan Man. Oh, okay. Now we have moved on to a Mega Man game I have never played. Because I don't recognize this one. Mega Man 7? Yeah, I never played Mega Man 7. Or, if I did, I probably played it on emulator. And just didn't play very much, so I don't recognize any music. Racial connotation, man. Alright, let's see if we can't find Lurky Melissa. Final Fantasy IV. See if we can get some Mystic Mycelia. Was Final Fantasy IV's Prelude the first one that had the or did 2 or 3 have that too? Because if I recall correctly, which I didn't do just a second ago with Yamato, the first one didn't have that. It just did this part the whole time. Just the arpeggios over and over. Mega Man 7 is good, especially musically, but it's by far the hardest Wily to a frustrating degree. Really? I definitely downloaded some of those, Super Nintendo Mega Man games. Yeah, FF4 was the first one. Okay. The Crescendo, yeah. The like, I downloaded them and played them on emulator, but I never, like, beat any of them. I didn't play any of them nearly as much as I played 1 through 6. Mega Man 1 through 6 were the Mega Mans that I knew and loved. And I also weirdly played Mega Man Legends, because, like, I bought it on PlayStation. Note that I did not love Mega Man Legends, but I did have it. I did play it. Actually, Timmy's been asking me to play that game, so it is in my list. I am going to play Mega Man Legends at length, eventually, as soon as I finish all these beanies. You know, fun fact here, when I was working on this beanie in Hawaii, a gecko climbed in it. So, I don't know how you feel about geckos, but this beanie is gecko approved, I guess? Gecko was into it. Little tiny cute little thing. I was just like, oh, hey, get out of there. Guess it's like, maybe that's like a sign of good luck. Gecko blessed. Yeah, blessed. Tell people it's your gecko blessed beanie. They'll be like, okay, not sitting next to this guy on the bus. Geckos are alright. They're all over the place here. The amount of gecko in your house is never 0. We don't really have geckos up here in the Pacific Northwest, but they were everywhere in Hawaii. Gosh. And the snails. Huge snails. Just big monster snails. And chickens. Chickens everywhere in Hawaii. They were just like wandering around. Just all over the place. Chickens. And my kids had never really been around a rooster before. And they were kind of shocked to learn that roosters don't crow in the morning and then stop. They just go all day. I grew up near roosters, so I knew that, but they were surprised. Like, this rooster won't shut up. I'm like, oh no, they don't. They shut up at night. Usually don't notice them unless they decide to do their weird clicking noise thing. The geckos do a weird clicking noise thing? What is this? My bag is coming apart here. A little thread just popped off. Alright, now we just cut these off. This might be one of the most impractical pieces of clothing you'll have, Foo, but gosh, it'll be the only one in the whole world. I can tell you that. This will be a completely unique garment. Nobody else in the world would ever bother making one of these. Here's my little bag of threads from all the snips we've made. Because I'm too much of a hoarder to throw them away, apparently. I think I can, like, tie these together and make something useful of them. I'm just hoping his head's smaller than my head. Which might be the case. I've said before, I have kind of a big dome. Here. And it kind of almost fits over my hat. Once you get past the brim here, the brim is the least stretchy part. It'll stretch. He lives in LA. He doesn't need a beanie anyway. This is just a conversation starter. Stick it on a watermelon. Stick it on a nightstand. Then all of his guests will be like, what? What is that? Is that a Mickey Dad Rat original? And Fu will just recline smugly. You've got authentic Mickey Dad sweat in your hat. It's worth more money now. Actually, I also kind of like sliced my finger yesterday. Might have a little Mickey Dad blood in here too to go with the gecko blessing. All right, so next we're working on the Red Mage. And I think I would rather start with the red than the white. When I'm doing these, I like to start with the biggest color first, because then it gives me easier reference points for the smaller stuff. If I try and jump around in this negative space with the smaller portion like the white here, I'm more likely to mess something up. If I start with the red and build on the red, which is all kind of tightly together, I feel a little safer. Final Fantasy National Anthem. Sorry, if I rise, I'm going to knock over my screen here. And it kind of already looks like it's judging me. My screen is already kind of like leaning over me. No diss to the Final Fantasy National Anthem. Oh yeah. A lot of red in this one. We're going to give it a double pull. Bonk. Oh baby, stop. We can only eBay so hard. Speaking of eBay, those German sellers have until Tuesday. I ordered new shoulder button for my, or shoulder switch for my Game Boy. The actual like electronic switch in here is dead. Doesn't work. So I ordered a new one. And it was supposed to get here between January 13th and January 31st, and it didn't. So I wrote to eBay, but they said, we'll give the seller a week to contact you, and the seller has not contacted me. Oh, this playlist is a little louder than the last one, isn't it? Let's lower the volume a skosh. Wow, dramatic jumps there in volume. Spotify. I think we can live with that. Alright, now to start this red off, we are coming in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, totally lost it. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're going to come in the top there. And let's get our first 2 stitches in, and then we will check our positioning. We will double check our positioning, because even though I've never messed up once before, I'm always ready for it to happen for the first time. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that doesn't look right at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now, it is right. It just looks wonky. Because this right here, coming down right here, is where I started shrinking the beanie, so the stitches are getting like a little compressed right here. That's normal. Perfect. Alright, let's keep going. Let's get crazy. Enter Fat Chocobo, the Chonkabo. We have Fat Chocobo. The Chonkabo is somewhere in the background there. Okay, and then we're going to do 6 underneath that. Probably just tied a knot in my yarn. What? Oh, I did tie a knot in my yarn. I was like, why does it keep getting snagged? Literally the exact thing I just said might have happened. Totally did happen. Who was it I was just telling the other day that I can see the future as long as what I'm predicting is something bad happening to me? It's a very specific kind of prognostication. Not altogether pleasant. A little ASMR for everybody. Just got a text from Sarah that said, caught him. I imagine she caught the dogs cuddling, even though they pretend to hate each other. Let's see. I hope that's what it means. Yep. Mona and Mooch. Cuddling. There you go. Melissa, there's your sweet dog and your sour dog. Cuddling all blurry. She's super gonna have to remind me that she redeemed those. Or maybe I'll just start the next stream with them and she'll miss them. Okay, then underneath this is an identical line of 6. Nice and easy. Why is that thing so flippin' tall? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. think this red yarn is the thickest yarn I've got. So it always looks pretty... Like it always kind of looks a little bit like I've messed it up. Because the stitches look kind of too big, but it's just a chunky yarn. Even though they're all worsted weight, they're all size 4 technically. Just means they all have 4 strands of yarn. Those 4 strands though can be different thicknesses, so what's 4 to one yarn maker is not 4 to another. Not all 4s are created equal, I guess. Alright, so we've got 4, 6, 4, 6. Wow, already messed up. It was 4655, not 466. So this line has got to go back. Sorrow and Loss, this track is called. Is this after we killed, what was her name? Rydia? After we killed Rydia's mom? By accident? And then everyone she ever knew and loved? By accident? That, Baron of Baron was pretty evil. Although, was it the Baron at that point? Or was he already that, Kainatsu guy? Or what was that thing's name? That squid monster? I wasn't supposed to murder Mist? I mean, we didn't know it was a bomb, did we? We thought we were, like, delivering emergency supplies or something? Cognatzo? What was that guy's name? I can't remember because it was different in Final Fantasy IV versus, like, Final Fantasy IV PlayStation versus Final Fantasy IV Super Nintendo. It was either Kainatsu or Cognatsu. I think it was Kainatsu. And we called him Kainatsu Nice. But I don't know if he was already the Baron or pretending to be the king or whatever when we got kicked out of the Red Wings and became bomb couriers. Maybe they explained it in the after years. Nope. Oh, whether or not when at the beginning of Final Fantasy IV, when you were sent with the bomb to the Mystic Village, the Village of Mist, is at that point the king already the fiend, Kainatsu? Is it already evil, or is this just a regular jerk king who is replaced by a jerkier king later? Because he's kind of like obsessed with finding the crystals, and that was like Golbs' thing, right? Was getting the crystals to go to the moon. And Golbs was just working for Zero Miss anyway. And Zero Miss was like an ancient Lunarian who was trapped on the moon and wanted to leave the moon. Kind of like Moriarty in that TNG episode. He wanted to leave the holodeck. Episodes. There were 2. I remember there were 2 Moriarty episodes, but they were like, it wasn't like a 2-parter. There was the one where they were like, we'll let you out, and then the one later where he's like, I'm tired of waiting to be let out, so I'm letting myself out. In the original game, it's a carnelian signet, so it was intentionally meant to be a disguised bomb. The fact he also interacts with Bygone kind of implies it was already Cognatsu. Oh, it was Cognatsu. So it was Kainatsu in the other one, Cognatsu in Final Fantasy IV? Or are you using the proper translation name? And the original SNES had a jank translation. Kainatsu in the US version, but Cognatsu is the actual intended name, as all the fiends are references to Dante's Inferno. Oh, interesting. The four fiends are all named after the Malabranca demons in Dante's Inferno. They just didn't have the space and proper translation to get it for the SNES version. Been a while since I read Dante. Like, let's see, that would have been 2005. So 18 years. I guess it's time I cracked open my Dante again. Million is Scarmiglione, Kainatsu is Cognatsu, Valvulus is Barbarica, and Rubicant is Rubicante. Rubicante. Rubicant was the best. He's all like, sorry, we have to fight. I don't want to kill you. Here, let me heal you. It's great. Alright, so we got 2 rows of 5. Then we have a row of 4. Yeah, we'll do the 4, then the 5 under that. We'll work our way back up there. How do I want to do this? We'll figure it out as we go. More RPGs need polite sporting bosses. Agreed. Can't have too many of them. Actually, we probably could have too many of them. It could get obnoxious after a while, but we're not there yet. We haven't reached polite boss saturation. IMHO. You think this is supposed to sound like Toccata and Fugue? I always thought like Toccata and Fugue meant like thunder and lightning or something. It just means like touch and move. It's just describing the like the piano movements, or the piano, or well, keyboard movements or keyboard style that are used in the song. It's like naming a song, I don't know, Strum and Whistle or something. Strum and Pick. Okay, 5 with an extra one over there. This must be, what, Sid's theme? Oh, it's called Hey Sid. So do all the 4 fiends have, like, kids in the after years that fight the kids of Cecil and Rosa? Rubicant Jr. Baby Cant. Oh, the same ones come back. They're immortal. Eternal fiends. I guess it would be confusing for like myths and legends and people's general fear if we just kept changing the name of the fiends. They'd have to stay the same. Like, imagine if every generation we changed the devil's name. It'd be like a little less scary for people. Like, who? Who's Bernard? What are you talking about, Bernard? Bernard! The devil! The devil's great-great-great-grandson. Oh. No, don't be ridiculous. That'd be new characters. Ain't nobody got time for that. New characters. Alright. 4 and then 5. This got a little weird. Okay, so we'll do our 5 here, like this. And then I'll do 4 that sticks out. So like right here. And then we'll come back and do the other side of it. Another, looks like another 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there'll be 5 coming back. In fairness, Edge's story did have new characters, and they were the absolute worst. That's like in that, it reminds me of in the Red Letter Media Star Wars movie reviews when he's talking about how they just keep bringing back old stuff to put in the prequels, and he's like, just invent new stuff, please, make new characters. And then it cuts to footage of Dexter Jetster, like, pulling up his pants, and he's like, oh, never mind. Get mad because you don't make new stuff, and then when you do make new stuff, I hate it. I guess they existed, but they barely do anything. Except ninja poorly, fail all their stealth checks. This must be this is the Fiend music, right? Sounds familiar. Edge's chapter is basically just, you don't really play as Edgelong, but here's all of his abilities split up 4 ways, so you can only use like one thing at a time, and if any of them die, you lose that person forever. Wow, hardcore. Hardcore gaming right there. Okay, so I did that 5, I did those 4, and then we have a 6 underneath the 4. Gosh, I have such a hard time with Lose 'em Forever. I'm playing Fire Emblem right now on my Game Boy Advance, like getting ready to stream it. It's kind of coming up in the queue here, and I keep telling myself, like, just let him die. It's fine. If a character dies, just move on, Michael, and beat the game without him. But every time a character dies, I'm like, no, reset. I can't handle it. If it could, like, if there was like an easy mode on Fire Emblem where they could just be out for 3 chapters and like recover, gosh, I would get through that game so much faster. But I freak out when they die because it's so permanent. All 4 of them covet death so hard, you have to basically try to force them not to not die. The sweet release of death calls to them every passing moment. Some kids are like that. Some kids, it's like, I just gotta keep you from dying. Like, that's my job now. Because if I leave you alone for 5 seconds, that's what's gonna happen. Alright, and here's my 6. Then we're going to jump back up, and we're going to finish this row of, what, 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good job, Michael. You remembered a number. It's like when you're doing an escort quest in a game and they just wander into, I don't know, camps full of monsters, and you're like, oi, you don't need an escort, you need a therapist, man. What are you doing? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mambo de Chocobo. Oh no, this is Samba de Chocobo. This is a Samba. One of them has a Mambo. I think that's Final Fantasy VI has Mambo de Chocobo. I always thought the one in Final Fantasy VII sounded like a venture song, like Walk Don't Run or Hawaii 5-0 or something like that, or like a Miserloo. Basically anything by the Ventures. Wasn't by the Ventures, was it? Who did Miserloo? The One String song? Yeah, it was the Ventures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five has Mambo. Incidentally, it should sound like Mambo number 5. Oh, 5 has Mambo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gosh, I gotta play Final Fantasy 5. Like, again. What am I doing here? Okay, that's coming down there. So that's gonna go over there. Got it. Starting to look like a little red mage hat there. Well, it looks way dorky. It actually just kind of looks like a regular... It doesn't look like a red mage hat. Because red mage hat actually has like this little brim and then the bell part on top. And then the feather sticking out. So it kind of just looks like a traditional wizard hat. 5 is fun to play, but its story is very Saturday morning Final Fantasy. Saturday morning Final Fantasy. I like that. I remember there was a guy who died, and then his granddaughter got all of his powers. And I think that the airship became a submarine at one point. Like, it could be anything. It could be an airplane, a boat, or submarine. But gosh, I don't really remember much else about that. Oh, and there was a character named, I think, Ferris, that everyone's like, oh my gosh, she's a woman. But when I was playing it, I was like, oh, that was supposed to be a guy? I thought it was a woman. So my surprise wasn't that she was a woman. My surprise was that everyone else thought she was a woman. Hey, what's up, Muta Shadow? What does that say? Does that say don't pit? Oh, I think it does. Good luck, don't pit. And then there's a there's a Mario very clearly pitting. And then there's a wave your arms from side to side. Or is it move your arms? Move your arms from side to side. One of my kids watched that show, watched several episodes of it when it was on streaming services. No, I mean, don't fall in a pit's always good advice. It's kind of timeless, really. How's it going, Shadow? I mean, unless somebody's supposed to fall in a pit, and then telling them not to fall in the pit might be bad advice. When the 6-year-old goes to occupational therapy, sometimes he's supposed to jump into a little pit filled with foam. It's funny because the pit there used to be filled with balls. It was like a little ball pit, like at a fast food restaurant play place. And but they have since replaced the balls with foam. But all the therapists still call it the ball pit. And he corrects them every time. He's like, no, actually, it's a foam pit. He did the same thing we went to a wedding on New Year's. And at one point, the groom had 2 of his friends who were like stand-up comedians come up and like roast the groom. And John was just like out there sitting on the dance floor, right? Like in front of the the comedians, and one of the comedians said something about he looks like the Santa Claus from the South Pole, and the 6-year-old like looks up at the guy on the stage and goes, "Actually, it's the North Pole," like super loud right in the middle of his set, and he's like, "Yeah, thanks, bro." I'm pretty sure it's the North Pole. You can't fool me. All right, so it's 5 and then 4 and then a 2. The Super Mario Bros. Show was good television, even if some of it is a bit awkward now, like how Link treats Zelda in their cartoon. Oh, I don't remember. I remember the cartoon existing, and I remember that cereal. I don't really remember the any particulars from the cartoon, specifically as to how Link treats Zelda. But I gather from your message there that not well, didn't age well. That actually happened a lot with Zelda 2 speedruns. There are intentional deaths for which lava pits are especially convenient, and pits that lead to new locations. I see, there you go. In which case you do want to pit. So I have that emote, but don't pit is not always applicable. Well, excuse me, princess. Does that actually happen? Link, you know, the heroic silent guy, was basically characterized as somebody who is really horny all the time. He was always trying to kiss Zelda and acted sassy when she went, no. At least she went, no. Gosh, that's a low bar. Alright, so this is directly underneath, down, 3 on that side. So, 1, 2, 3. Wait, what? That didn't look right, did it? 1, 2. Get in there. Get in there, you. Alright. And then 1, 2, 3. So it's going to come out down there. And wait a minute, something got messed up here. Oh yeah, so this should have been 5, and then this 4 should have been over one more. So I gotta undo these 2 and those 4. Those are in the wrong spot. Funnily enough, some YouTuber dubbed over Link with Beavis's audio, and it didn't really change the overall character much. Fantastic. You know what's funny is one of them new Pokemon games came out I don't know, a few weeks back, a month back, and people were like upset because there was no voice acting in it. And gosh, like Nintendo is not on board this voice acting train. They don't got Mario voice acted, they don't got Zelda, Metroid, none of it. Animal Crossing, they're like, no, we're not putting voice acting in our stuff. And I don't know why they are or are not doing this, right? Well, why they're not doing this. But so there were some people who were like, look how much better this would look if we voice acted these lines. And so then people were recording themselves reading the lines from the Pokemon game all dramatically and stuff. And it was terrible. I was like, no, this is why they didn't record this. This shouldn't be spoken aloud. That sounds terrible. Sure, they have Mario voice acting. Oh, yeah, that's true. They are making a whole Mario movie where everybody talks now. You think that's how they'll do it from now on? Next Mario game's gonna have Chris Pratt. Goodbye. What's his name? Charles Martinet. Later, dude. We got Chris Pratt now. I still don't understand why every character is voice acted to sound like you'd expect, except Mario and Luigi. I know. Didn't they already have voice actors for Mario and Luigi? Why didn't they just use the guy who does The Mario voice. Is he still alive? I don't know. Just talk normal. You know what it's like? It's like the Aladdin effect, JDO, where all the characters in the Aladdin cartoon are drawn like racist caricatures and all have accents, except for Aladdin and Jasmine, who sound like they're from California, and they have mild tans, but otherwise look like they look like Disney characters. They don't look like they fit in Agrabah, and they certainly don't sound like it. I thought that was so funny that they did that in the live action one too. They didn't make them look American, but they took two actors with British accents and made them speak with American accents, but nobody else in the movie did. I'm like, why do these two have American accents? They watch a lot of TV? Where'd that come from? Even those actors don't have American accents. It's not like they had American accents and couldn't get accents out of them. They purposely made them not use the accents they do have. I think they had to use a more normal voice, as Charles Martinet's voice would get old very quickly over the span of 2 hours, but it's just weird to go so far in the other direction. I got it. Yeah, it's like pretty high pitched. Yeah, I could see that like wearing after a while. Like, oh gosh. Here we go. Ba-dum-bum. Was Mario 64 the first time Mario had that voice? Who likes this one, huh? Within the Giant? Maybe. I did read somewhere, like in a listicle or something maybe, that Charles Martinet went in there and was like, okay, like Italian plumber dude. And so he was going to do this like Jersey, like, kind of accent. And, but then he like saw a drawing of Mario, like a concept art of Mario. And he's like, oh, what? And so, like, at the last minute, he was just like, I don't know, this high-pitched thing. I got it. And then he got the job. But it's just, like, funny to imagine, like, in his mind, he's like, Italian plumber guy. Okay, I got this. Yeah, that's, like, I mean, like, I know he was in, like, Mario Kart 64 and whatnot, but, like, that was clearly after Super Mario 64. Well, for most people. I didn't really play Mario 64. I played, clearly, I played Mario Kart and Smash Bros. And all that. Alright. Well, we got a night done, and we got the Red Wizard's hat minus the sweet, sweet plume done. Or Red Mage. Probably Red Mage, huh? There's that Red Wizard. If there is a Red Mage and a Red Wizard, I don't know which one's which, but whatever this guy is, I guess it looks like, I don't remember what the Red Mage and the Red Wizard looked like. I think that's a Red Mage, though. We'll be done with that, and then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters left. That one looks like a ninja. This one, I don't know, what that thing's funny looking. I wonder what kind of mage that is. Oh wait, did I count an extra one? Because this one doesn't count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll have 6 left. I'm not making 2 of those. Alright. Thanks for coming by, everybody. That's our 2 hours is up. Let's see who's on. Get our bonus radishes. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, Melissa never got her Mystic Mysidia. Next time Melissa's in and hanging around, we'll get a sweet dog and a sour dog. The Sour Patch Kids of dogs. And we'll be back. We'll be playing Mario Kart 64. I believe that's the next game in the queue. I pulled out my cartridge today and cleaned it up because it didn't want to work. And so now it's working. So now we got to play it before it breaks again. Alright, thank you, Spotify. Let's go to Twitch and see who's doing what. And get our radishes. Boodle-doodle-doo-doo-doo. Boodle-doodle-doo-doo-doo. Doot-doot. What? What are you doing, you weirdo? Oh, baby. All right. Looks like... Nothing terribly exciting tonight. Oh, let's see what this guy's up to here. Let's go say hi to Ryan. Ryan looks like he's learning to run Super Metroid, maybe. Give Ryan the Mickey Dad raid for me, and I'll see y'all sometime later this week. Thanks for coming, everybody, and have a good night. Oh, you're down there. Have a good night.